Hi everyone, Shauna Carpellis here with CA Bar Style. I hope you're all doing well. CA Bar Style just experienced one of our highest passage rates ever for February 2023, and I'm so proud of everybody that got the job done. However, I also know that over 2,000 applicants did not pass the February exam. And if you are one of them, or if you are, let's say, a first-time foreign attorney applicant that needs to give themselves more time to prepare for this exam, change it up, do something different, get personal attention from an expert like myself that knows this exam through and through. It is time to get started, but maybe not for the July course. Early bar preparation gives you time to sit with all of the factors that are needed to prepare well for this exam. It is really important if you are a multiple time taker, or perhaps you haven't taken this test, like I said, but you never went to law school in the United States as a foreign attorney, or an attorney applicant within California now wanting to get licensed, that you give yourself time. And I will say that over 10 applicants in my early bar prep program came into the course for February and got the job done, and you can do it too. So let's go over the program. I want to go over the steps. Right now we are enrolling for February 2024. It is super hot. Enrollment is definitely filling up on a monthly basis. So I take about 5 early bar prep applicants per month. Our next round starts June 5th. There are a few spots left, and then we will start again, another start date in July. The more time, the better. It'll take you about a month or so to get used to my methodology. This is nothing that you've done before. Most courses just offer a cookie cutter. I'll send you your materials early, but there's no structure. So this is a full structured program so that you're not alone anymore. You're not trying to do this by yourself. You're not just a number in a class, but you're really getting a very valuable head start. So the first step is a consult call. It is required before you come into early bar preparation. Applicants cannot just enroll in the early bar prep course. Because I'm working for typically at least 6 to 8 months with each early prep applicant, it is imperative that we strategize together. We come up with a plan. I recommend when you should take the exam. So whether that be February 2024 or July 2024, I will guide you. So schedule the consult. If you're interested in coming in, I would love to have you. You can schedule that by emailing me at cabarstyle@yahoo.com. If you are a repeat applicant, attach any scores. Tell me about yourself. What has this preparation been like for you? We'll cover that in the consult as well, but any info going into the call, or we also do Zoom consults. You can request that too. Definitely we'll go through the history of your preparation if you have taken it multiple times. If you, let's say, are coming from another country, foreign applicants have been really interested in preparing for the test, and I am going to make another video soon about getting approval from the state bar, because it's really important before you contact me that you make sure you're going to get approved to sit for the exam here. And once you get that approval, we can schedule the consult call as well. So that's the first step. We schedule that. And then let's say we pick an early prep early prep scheme, and then a specific bar to prepare for, and we get going. We pick a start date. Let's say you're doing June 5th. I can customize a start date as well. The rounds that I put out just keep you structured and ready to go, but I can customize a date that works best for you. And then I customize a schedule that works around your individual needs of preparation. So whether it be a very heavy substantive law-based schedule, or very practice-based or approach-based, usually it's a combination of all of that. But I know what needs to go into these schedules. I really take my time with them and make it very customized to your personal needs. I have very busy attorneys and foreign attorneys now, international lawyers that are coming my way. Some of them have very heavy travel schedules, so I'm having to customize studying around them. And really the key with scheduling is I want to make a schedule that I know is going to work for you. So it's not something that is cookie cutter, that is just going to have you doing work but not giving you the ability to maintain the schedule and find yourself accountable to the process. So excuse me, it really is important that you have a good schedule to follow along with. Now, speaking about scheduling, I typically break early prep schedules into at least 2 to 3 rounds. So we're going about 2 to 3 months at a time. I see how you do on that round. We're doing assessment during that time as well. You're looking at about, I want to say, 10 to 15 hours of baseline study time. That's typically pretty doable even with a full-time job. So you can still be working during your early preparation, and we go up from there. So let's say I do a first assessment and I see you need more work in contracts, essays, or performance tests. I will give you additional work, but really you don't want to go in excess of 20 hours a week in the early bar preparation phase, or you could burn out or just not really want to stay on top of it. You may fall behind. So it's really important that the scheduling is manageable and it's not something that is going to overwhelm you. It needs to be productive and in line with your individual needs. And then once you have the schedule and you're carrying it out, like I said, we're scheduling what I call milestone assessments. So there's assessments that go on when I have enough work product, MBE work, essay work, and performance test submissions to really assess your progress. And I'm working with you in the early months, this is the real important part, to determine where you need to improve, where you're losing points, areas that you need to build foundation on. Maybe it's nuances pursuant to the MBE progress that I see. So it's really important for a lot of applicants nowadays not to rush the prep, but to get this head start and give yourself enough time to prepare. During early prep, a lot of applicants ask me, can I still have a life? Yes, you can have a life. You can travel, you can work, you can go out with your friends. This is not the heavy phase of bar prep. The key is I want you staying on top of your schedule. So if I make you a schedule, I will work with you on your time management and how you're going to carry out and execute that struggle pursuant to whatever personally you have going on as well. But at the same time, you have to stay on track. So if I find that maybe you're falling behind, perhaps the schedule that I've made is too much or maybe not on the right days. So we sometimes have to modify. But typically applicants are really managing their early prep flow quite well and finding that it is not overwhelming, so that by the time for the February bar, let's say, tongue-tied, as an example, okay, let's say for the February bar by, end of November, beginning of December, I have a very good grasp, depending on the amount of months that I've worked with you, on where you need to improve, what's our scope and focus like in this next real more intensive phase of bar prep going into the general course, and what your exact focus needs to be. So it's really important to not only the applicant this early prep phase, but as the tutor to have that insight and know exactly where you need help. So it is a really great process, and you'll feel a lot more at ease going into your 2-month bar prep as opposed to just rushing into it and doing a 6-7 week course. I don't recommend cramming if you don't need to. So if you can take your time and really get to know the steps and prepare well, early bar preparation will be a great fit for you. Now, a few more things I want to say. Sometimes applicants go into early bar prep and we pick a bar goal, like we pick July 2024. And let's say we get to May, and let's say you start around August, September for July, which is a typical start time. And I feel like those milestone assessments are not going your way. Now, typically, if you're doing the work, you're implementing the suggestions that I give in the assessments, you will improve. But there are times where applicants have personal things going on, maybe they have kids or they're working, and the scheduling they've not been able to do the work and they've fallen a little bit behind. I may make a recommendation to pivot and go into the next bar. So even though we pick a bar, sometimes we do modify based on individual needs. The point I'm trying to make is, with my guidance, I will let you know how it is going and if it is moving in the direction of progression, so that you are going towards a goal and growing towards your goal of really meeting the standard in all parts of the testing. So the MBE, the essays, and the performance test, your timing is getting better, your memorization is flowing, your state of mind is in a good place. So all the factors that it takes, and that you are carrying out your schedule and not falling too behind. So there's a lot of steps to preparation. Early prep gives you time to implement all the steps. And if you are wanting that consult and wanting to enroll, please email me again, cabarstyle@yahoo.com. It is time to get started for February. July, you have some time, but I know someone's going to comment here or give me a call and say, when should I start? If you are planning on taking February 2024, June, July is the ideal because it's going to take a little bit to get warmed up. August would be like pushing it a little even. September, I mean, any head start is better than none. But if you really want to be able to cover at least all of the MBE subjects and the way I have you prepare with them, I would enroll soon so you can get started and be on your way to really great preparation with a great coach that's going to care about you and take care of you and make sure that your preparation is moving in the direction of a passer. So I hope this helps. I hope I've covered a lot of the questions that I've been getting recently. But if there's anything else, we can cover it in a consult call. It'd be a pleasure to have you in my program, and be well. And I hope you're all doing well. Yeah, talk to you soon. Bye.